The air inside the main tent hung thick with unspoken tension, an almost tangible weight pressing down on the gathered members of the expedition. Dr. Lena Morales paced slowly before the assembled group, her voice steady but laced with urgency. "We have uncovered something that challenges everything we thought we knew about human history," she said, eyes sweeping the room. "This isn't just a relic or a forgotten civilization. This is our cradle, our genesis, and it demands transparency." Commander Elias Trent folded his arms, his gaze stern as he replied, "Lena, I understand the scientific imperative, but we must consider the consequences. Revealing this to the world could destabilize societies, governments, entire belief systems. Are we prepared for that fallout?" A murmur rippled through the room, the lines between science and responsibility blurring. Dr. Amina Faisal raised a hand, her voice calm but firm. "Suppressing knowledge because we fear the reaction is itself a betrayal. We owe it to humanity to share the truth, even if it is unsettling." The debate escalated, voices overlapping, each argument layered with passion and fear. Some feared that revealing the ancient civilization would unravel the foundations of modern identity, while others saw it as an awakening long overdue. Outside, the planet seemed to listen. Dr. Rajiv Patel crouched beside a patch of bioluminescent flora, their soft glow pulsing in time with an almost imperceptible rhythm. He reached out tentatively, brushing a finger against a leaf, and the light flared brighter, bathing his face in an ethereal blue. A low hum filled the air, vibrating through the ground and rising into the night sky. Rajiv whispered to himself, "This planet, it's alive, not just biologically, but somehow aware. It's reacting to us." Back inside the command tent, Elias stood before the viewport, the ruins sprawling below bathed in the fading light of dusk. The sky above shimmered faintly, colors shifting in patterns that defied explanation. His mind churned with the enormity of their discovery and the burden of leadership in these uncertain times. Later that night, Amina sat alone, her fingers dancing across her datapad as she analyzed streams of environmental readings. Patterns emerged, fluctuations in atmospheric composition, subtle seismic shifts, and bioelectrical signals that defied natural explanation. The planet's systems pulsed with life, responding to every footstep, every breath taken by the expedition. She leaned back, a chill running down her spine. Cradle isn't just a place, she thought. It's a sentinel, a keeper of memories. And it's watching us. The fractures within the team deepened. Trust wavered as factions formed, those who sought to protect humanity by guarding the secret, and those who believed in the necessity of revelation. The planet itself became a silent participant in this struggle, its subtle reactions weaving through the fabric of their discoveries. As the first hints of dawn crept over the horizon, Lena gathered the team once more. "We stand at a crossroads," she said softly. "The choices we make here will echo through time. But whatever path we take, we must remember that the past is not just history, is the foundation of our future." Outside, Cradle pulsed gently, its living heart beating in time with the fractured memories of a civilization long forgotten but not forever lost. The sun dipped low beyond the jagged horizon of Cradle, casting long shadows over the sprawling ruins that sprawled beneath the team's feet. The air was thick with dust and the faint hum of ancient mechanisms stirring to life. Dr. Maya Lin stood at the forefront, her breath steady but her heart pounding in sync with the rhythmic glow pulsing from the colossal structure before them, the heart of the Cradle. An archive lost to time, but now on the cusp of awakening. "This is it," Maya murmured, fingers tracing the glowing glyphs etched deep into the archive's entrance. The symbols shimmered faintly under her touch, as if acknowledging her presence. Around her, the team gathered, Captain Elias Moreau, ever vigilant and commanding Dr. Santhi Rao, whose eyes sparkled with the promise of scientific discovery, and Jox Calder, fingers already dancing across his portable scanner, mapping the structure's energy signature. "Are we ready for this?" Elias's voice cut through the thick silence, his gaze flicking between the ancient doorway and the faces of his team. "Once we step inside, there's no turning back." Maya nodded, swallowing the lump in her throat. "We have to be, for humanity's sake." With a steadying breath, she pressed her palm against the central glyph. The surface rippled like liquid glass and then slowly receded, revealing a vast chamber bathed in a soft cerulean light. The air inside was cool, carrying a faint scent of ozone and something inexplicably organic. The walls, curved and seamless, bore intricate carvings that twisted and flowed with the grace of living organisms. Sanvi stepped forward, her fingers brushing the nearest wall. "This is bioengineered stone," she whispered, all lacing her words. "It adapts and responds to the environmental life in a way we can hardly comprehend." Jox's scanner beeped rapidly, capturing data streams that coursed invisibly around them. "The energy here is off the charts. Whatever powered this place was beyond anything we've encountered." As they ventured deeper, the chamber's center erupted in a cascade of light. Holographic projections shimmered into existence, threads of blue and white twisting into shapes both alien and familiar. Towers rose and fell. Landscapes bloomed and withered. Bioengineered creatures, some eerily humanoid, others utterly strange, danced through the light. Maya's eyes widened as she recognized the sequences unfolding: genetic codes, architectural schematics, and social constructs, all woven together in a tapestry of knowledge. "This archive isn't just a record," she breathed. "It's a living history, a blueprint of the civilization that came before us." The projections shifted, focusing now on detailed images of human ancestors, their forms morphing as they displayed stages of bioengineering enhancements. Muscular limbs gave way to sleek, adaptive skin. Neural pathways glowed with artificial synapses. The earliest days of post-human evolution played out in ghostly light. Sanvi's voice trembled with excitement. They weren't just survivors, they were pioneers, shaping themselves and their world in ways we're only beginning to understand. Captain Moreau's eyes narrowed, his mind racing beyond the wonders to the weight of responsibility. "If this knowledge falls into the wrong hands, we must be careful," Maya agreed. "But hiding it away won't protect anyone. It's our legacy, our origin. We need to understand it, even if it challenges everything we thought we knew." Jox's scanner suddenly flared, detecting a dormant system awakening beneath the projections. "Some of these mechanisms are still active. There's more here than just data there. Could be technology, weapons, or worse." A tense silence fell. The team exchanged glances, the excitement mingling with an undercurrent of fear. The Cradle's heart beat steadily before them, a beacon of forgotten knowledge and untold power. "Then we proceed with caution," Elias declared. "We're the custodians now." Hours passed as they sifted through the projections, piecing together fragments of a civilization that had shaped the very essence of humanity. Each revelation was a spark illuminating shadows, igniting questions, and weaving a narrative that spanned millennia. Maya could feel it in her bones. The archive was more than a repository. It was a call across time, a message woven in light and life, urging them to remember who they were and to decide who they would become. As the chamber's light dimmed with the setting sun, the team prepared to delve deeper, unaware of the eyes watching from the shadows beyond the ruins. The cradle was awakening, and with it, the echoes of the past stirred once more. The chamber was silent, save for the soft hum of the archive's awakening systems. As Dr. Ilara Voss approached the central console, the room bathed in a pale blue glow. A cascade of holographic data spiraled into the air before her. The DNA helices, impossibly intricate and alive with color, twisted and turned like living sculptures. Ilara's breath caught in her throat, fingers trembling slightly as she reached out, unable to resist the urge to touch the shimmering strands. "It's unlike anything I've ever seen," she murmured, eyes wide with wonder. Professor Malik Chen joined her, adjusting his glasses as he examined the overlay of genetic sequences and corresponding societal data. "These aren't just biological modifications," he said thoughtfully. "They're a record of a civilization evolving not only physically but culturally in tandem." Post-human evolution was as much about social adaptation as it was about genetic change. Ilara nodded, absorbing the depth of their find. The archive revealed a civilization that had manipulated its genetic makeup with surgical precision, embedding traits designed to enhance cognition, resilience, and even empathy. Yet, intertwined with the biological advancements were shifts in societal structures, new forms of governance, communal living, and philosophical frameworks that seemed to prioritize harmony between individuals and the environment. Meanwhile, Captain Sarah Endor stood near the viewport, her gaze fixed on the alien horizon of Cradle. The twin suns dipped low, casting elongated shadows across the rocky terrain. Her mind churned with conflicting thoughts. If they could engineer themselves to such an extent, she mused aloud, what does that mean for us? For humanity's future? Are we ready to follow their path? Or are we risking something more profound? Aidan Rourke, who had been working silently at a side console, looked up. "I'm interfacing with the neural networks embedded within the archive's biosynthetic systems," he reported, his voice tinged with excitement and caution. "The technology is so advanced it blurs the line between organic and synthetic intelligence. Accessing it could unlock knowledge we never dreamed of. But there's a risk tampering with it might trigger defensive protocols or corrupt our systems." The group gathered around, the weight of their discovery settling over them. This was more than an archaeological find. It was a living testament to humanity's forgotten potential and its possible futures. Yet, with this knowledge came responsibility and uncertainty. How much should they reveal? How much should they attempt to replicate or integrate? Ilara's fingers danced over the holographic interface, pulling up sequences that seemed to encode traits enhancing emotional intelligence and longevity. "They engineered empathy," she said softly, "not just for survival, but to cultivate understanding. It's beautiful and terrifying." Mollick's eyes darkened, but it also suggests they faced challenges that forced such measures, perhaps threats we have yet to comprehend. Sarah turned from the window, her expression resolute. "We need to prepare for those challenges too. This planet, this archive, it's a crossroads. We can either learn and grow or repeat their mistakes." The team debated late into the artificial night, the archive projecting visions of ancient cities, genetic blueprints, and philosophical treatises. Each revelation pulled them deeper into the threads of evolution, woven by those who came before. Yet beneath the exhilaration lay unease. Some feared that embracing the post-human path could mean losing what it meant to be human. Others saw it as the next step in survival and enlightenment. The conversation was not just scientific, but deeply personal about identity, legacy, and the essence of life itself. As the archive's systems dimmed for the cycle, Ilara lingered, her eyes resting on a final projection, a spiral of DNA intertwined with a symbol representing unity. It was a message from the ancients, a hope or a warning. "We stand at the edge of a vast unknown," she whispered, "and the choices we make here will echo for generations." Outside, Cradle's twin suns rose again, casting fresh light on a planet that held the keys to humanity's past and, perhaps, its future. The expedition had uncovered threads that could weave a new tapestry of evolution, but the pattern remained uncertain, fragile, and full of possibility. The low hum of the ancient archive was a constant presence in the background as Dr. Elena Vasquez adjusted the HALE interface before her. The dim light flickered softly, casting long shadows on the walls etched with symbols that had confounded humanity for centuries. Tonight, however, the symbols began to speak in a language that was once lost, but was now being painstakingly recovered. "Look at this," Elena whispered, eyes scanning the rapidly translating text that shimmered across the translucent screen. The Erasure Protocol. Malik Wren, seated beside her, leaned forward, his fingers dancing over the controls as he pieced together fragments of meaning from the ancient code. "It's a failsafe," he said, voice low and steady, yet tinged with disbelief. They wiped their own memories, their culture, to prevent something catastrophic from happening again. The weight of that realization settled heavily over the room. The ancients, the very civilization they had come to understand as humanity's true origin, had deliberately erased their history to protect their future, or perhaps to protect the galaxy from repeating a devastating mistake. Outside, the night on Cradle was serene, stars shimmering against the dark velvet sky. But within the base camp, unease had begun to take root. Captain Aidan Cross stood watch near the perimeter, his sharp gaze scanning the horizon. Earlier that evening, unexplained interference had caused several equipment failures, communications scrambled, sensors flickering unpredictably. "Something's out there," Aidan muttered into his calm, voice tight with suspicion. "We're not alone." Back inside the lab, Dr. Sarah Nader sat hunched over her neural scanner, monitoring brainwave patterns of the team members as they processed the new revelations. Suddenly, her own vision blurred, colors swirling and sounds warping around her. A cold wave of disorientation washed over her, as if an unseen force was tugging at the edges of her consciousness. Sarah Elena's voice cut through the haze. "Are you all right?" Blinking rapidly, Sarah nodded, but the lingering sensation of mental fog was undeniable. "It's like something is trying to block my memories," she whispered. "Like the planet itself or something else is enforcing that protocol now." The room fell silent, each member grappling with the implications. If the Erasure Protocol was still active, if forces unknown were watching and suppressing knowledge, then their mission was in peril. Later, during the heated council meeting in the main tent, voices clashed in a storm of urgency and fear. Some argued for full disclosure, believing humanity deserved the truth, no matter the cost. Others advocated caution, fearing that revealing such knowledge might unravel the fragile identity of modern civilization. "We risk everything by sharing this," one scientist warned. The cultural erasure wasn't just history, was a warning. But hiding it only perpetuates ignorance, countered another. "We have a responsibility to learn and grow." Captain Cross slammed his fist on the table. "Enough. If we can't trust each other, we're doomed. We have to figure out who or what is watching and stop it before it stops us." Tension thickened the air, the seeds of mistrust taking root. The expedition was no longer just a scientific endeavor. It had become a battleground between memory and oblivion. Outside, unseen eyes flickered in the darkness, observing, calculating. The ancient legacy of the Cradle was alive, and it demanded a reckoning. As the night deepened, so did the shadows around them. The Erasure Protocol was not merely a relic of the past, it was a living force, a guardian of secrets that humanity was only beginning to comprehend. And the question remained, could they face the truth without losing themselves in the process? The journey ahead promised not only discovery, but a test of what it truly meant to remember and to forget. The sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the rugged terrain of Cradle, as the expedition camp settled into a restless twilight. The air held a charged stillness, a subtle shift that seemed to hum beneath the surface of the planet itself. Dr. Elena Marquez stepped outside the central dome, her breath misting in the cooling air, eyes scanning the darkening sky. She had noticed the unusual energy readings on the sensor's earlier ripples that defied any known natural phenomenon. A faint distortion shimmered near the camp's perimeter, bending the twilight like a heat haze, though the temperature betrayed no warmth. Elena's pulse quickened as a soft, melodic hum filled the air, a sound that seemed to thread through her mind rather than her ears. It was haunting, beautiful, and impossibly ancient. She reached out instinctively, her hand trembling as if to grasp the intangible melody. Inside the command center, Captain Jiro Tanaka observed the data streams flickering on the monitors. "We're picking up something," he announced, voice steady but tinged with concern. "Not an environmental anomaly. Something else." Dr. Samir Patel adjusted the sensors, his fingers dancing over the controls. "It's like an energy field, but it's alive, responding to our presence." Elena returned to the dome, her face illuminated by the soft glow of holographic projections. "I felt it," she said quietly. "There's intelligence here, not just relics or echoes, but a conscious watcher." The team exchanged uneasy glances. For days, they had sensed that Cradle was more than a forgotten world. It was a sentinel holding secrets that challenged the very foundations of human history. That night, as the camp's systems monitored the surroundings, the Watchers made themselves known more clearly. Mira, a form of luminescent energy, appeared within the ancient archive chamber. To the human eye, Mira shimmered like a living aurora, its shifting colors casting surreal patterns on the weathered stone walls. It moved with deliberate grace, weaving through glyphs and holographic records, projecting pulses of light and sound that resonated with the team's neural interfaces. Through these cryptic transmissions, Myra communicated warnings. The civilization that had risen on Cradle had faced catastrophic hubris, nearly annihilating themselves and the planet. The Watchers were their successors, protectors tasked with guarding this legacy until humanity proved itself, ready to bear the knowledge without repeating past mistakes. Captain Tanaka convened the team in the main hall, the holograms flickering as they displayed the Watchers' subtle interactions, from power fluctuations in equipment to inexplicable movements caught on infrared scans. "We're not alone," he said, voice resolute. "And whatever they are, they're watching us closely." Debate raged. Some, like Elena, saw this as a profound opportunity to bridge worlds and histories. Others feared the implications. What if these entities judged humanity unfit? What price would they pay for transgression? Myra's presence was both a beacon and a gauntlet. The Watchers' ethereal forms danced at the edges of perception, reminding the team that Cradle's secrets were not to be taken lightly, as the expedition faced the profound responsibility of stewardship. The boundary between observer and participant blurred, and the true test of humanity's evolution began. The night deepened, and the Watcher's light pulsed gently, a silent promise and a warning that the echoes of the Cradle were far from silent.